Welcome to Tom's Tech Notes. Basic editing with PowerDirector 18, producing videos. This video shows how to produce videos with Cyberlink Power Director. The video should be watched after the videos on editing with PowerDirector. This video is part of a video user's guide for Cyberlink Power Director version 18. To watch the videos in order, open this web page. This video shows how to export or produce all or part of an edited video from Cyberlink Power Director version 18. Before you produce any video, you need to normalize any video that has at least one split in it, because the two parts, they might be different volumes. Click Audio Mixing Room and click Normalize for the video you're about to produce. Again, you can only normalize a video if it's got splits in it. Both of these do. But if I'm going to produce this video, it's in track 1, you need to find audio 1 and click normalize. Then it goes through and it levels everything out. You can produce videos with two commands, produce or produce range. Try the produce command if you're producing an entire video. Check the boxes at the left end of the video you want to produce. Drag it all the way to the left end of the timeline. If the video on another track extends past the right end of the video, which this one does, either move it to the left or delete it, and we can't move it to the left. Now, if we couldn't delete it, we'd have to use the produce range command that we'll describe next. Let's assume we could delete it, because you're not going to be using it in a minute to do more editing. This one does not extend past the end. The problem is if another video extended past it, even if it's not checked to produce, PowerDirector will produce a black video from here to here on the end of the other video. So you don't want that. So if you can get them all not to extend past it, you're okay. And if one does, you'll have to use the produce range command, as we said. To use the produce command, check the boxes where you're producing, uncheck the boxes where you aren't, any tracks that have videos. Then just press produce, and for most videos you'll want to make sure that H.264 ABC is selected and that MP4 is selected for the file extension, and YouTube likes that combination. Now it's ready to produce the video. It's going to produce it as file produce.mp4 in your project folder, and we discussed that in an earlier video setting that up. So when you press start, it will produce the video there. And when it's finished, you want to play sections of it to test to make sure it's completely correct. If it isn't, you'll return to the editor. To fix the problem, if there was a problem with your file, you're going to want to delete the file you just created. It will show up here in the media library. It'll be called produce. You'll delete this one, and you'll delete it in the project file. Then you will continue editing the file here, and then try to produce it again. If you couldn't use the produce command because there was a long file that extended past the end of the file you're trying to produce, or because you only wanted to produce part of this file, either case you want to use the produce range command, and here's how you do that. Position the timeline slider to either the end of the video you're trying to produce, or if it's a section within the video, to one end of that section. Then drag this portion of the marker to the other end. If you're doing a partial video, drag it to the other end of the section. Otherwise, drag it to the end of the video. Be very careful to get it positioned correctly. If you use produce range, none of these other videos will interfere with it as long as you don't check their boxes, because then it'll try to produce them at the same time. But you might decide you want to fiddle around a little before you produce this range, so you want to lock the range. And the way you lock the range is you click right here where it says lock range. Now if I click somewhere else, it won't affect the range. If I didn't lock it first, clicking over here would deselect the range. So now we have the range ready to go. To produce the range, whether it's locked or not, you can click here, or you could right click and select produce range. So clicking here, it will produce this in a video. It will put the produced video here and in the project file. And again, check it over. If you've produced it with produce range, make sure it's correct. If it isn't, come back in here, delete it from the media library and from the project file, and then edit it some more and then produce it again. Range, it'll start and stop where the range is. But if you're not using produce range, you're using produce command, and this video doesn't start at the beginning, if I were trying to produce this line with a produce command without moving it, remember, it would do a black video from here to here. And it would also do a black video from here to where that other clip extends. So just be careful. Remember the rules for that, because you'll get black videos on the ends of your video otherwise. If you enjoyed this Tom's Tech Notes video, please like it and please leave a comment. For more help creating videos, please open my webpage at the URL shown here. To watch my other videos, open the website. You can also click links in the video description. When thumbnails appear, click at upper left to open the playlist for this video. Click at lower left to watch a video specially recommended for you. Click my photo to visit the Tom's Tech Notes channel. To subscribe, please click the red button. If you don't see the red button, hover over my photo to show it.